Hey guys, so we're here at Magic Studios today, in the studio with Janco. I'm Josh.
Hey, how you doing?
And today we are unboxing our remote controlled cameras.
Yep, let's get into it.
Have a look. All right.
So these are new Ptz cameras that we're looking to get for our live stream setups here. So in the ones that we've done in the past, we've had some trouble with static cameras. It's very annoying when you have to run across the room, go set up a camera, move an angle, and you're like, man, I gotta run all the way back. So we thought this would be a great solution where you can just sit in one spot, take a little camera, take a controller, and just go doop, 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 and easy go.
Okay. Hard bit's done. Awesome. Alright, so we've got on top here. Pull that out. Alright. Check this stuff.
Okay.
Cool, what do we got here?
Yep, that's the one.
So our first one. Yeah, sweet. Awesome. So this is our UV 540-05 HDMI camera.
Yep.
So this one's a bit wider. We'll take it out of the box first.
So these are all purchased from Minrray, which is a online Ptz solution. These come in a bunch of different sizes, zooms and whatnot. And there you can see the instruction manual held up by our great model Josh.
Awesome. Alright, so as we're taking the camera out, everything looks very well packaged. Very nice, very nice. You can see things protected properly. Alright. Remote. Cable. Cool, cool.
So Josh, what is this?
So this is our the 5x optical zoom camera. It's got an 83-degree wide angle.
Yep.
As you can see, this rotates. All right, it's got lead autofocus technology, making it super smooth. As you can see, when it turns, it's super smooth.
And super fast.
And super fast as well, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the thing you really don't want with these cameras is something that takes ages to sort of pan left to right or even up and down. So having something that has something like the lead focus or autofocus technology just makes that so much smoother and cleaner.
100%, 100%.
It also comes with something called a low noise and high SNR, which gives it the ability to record video at a lower sort of exposure rates or in darker spaces, and you don't have that overexposed sort of noise, the little dots that you normally see on like bad videos.
Yep, yep. It's also got multiple outputs, as we can see here. Might take it out. It's actually a bag. See our nice receiver at the bottom here. I'll take that off as well. That's our lens. Ooh,
Crispy.
Ooh, super crisp. HD, awesome. Okay, so on the back here you can see our outputs, rather. So, yeah, so we have HDMI, we got our LAN, and then our SDI.
So being that it comes through LAN, you can daisy chain heaps of these cameras together. So whatever your solution is, if you need to have, say, 5 different camera angles or things like that, you can just go into a switcher and go bam, 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 hook up like 5 or 6 cameras, and away you go.
Awesome, awesome.
What is the video capabilities of this one?
So this one also encodes it's H264 or 65, which is their 1080p encoder. Yep. So this goes up to 1080p, this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, awesome, awesome.
I think from memory, it is restricted at about 30 FPS. So I don't know if that is just this line that they have or if it's the other ones as well, but it's so forgiving, being 1080p, 30 FPS. What more could you really ask for?
And what do we use these for mainly? What are we going to use this for mainly?
So these wide angle shots we really use for panels. So for instance, we've done a shoot before where we had 4 or 5 panelists sitting at a table. It's really nice when you have one single camera that can encompass them all at a high resolution. Because the worst thing you want to do is have like 5 or 6 cameras and you constantly have to go, yep, there's 2 people, there's 2 people, 2 people. So fitting 5 or 6 in, awesome.
Gets all of them as well. And then we can also zoom in specifically tighter to a couple at one stage if we like as well, which we have done over past webinars as well. So
yeah, keep it clean.
Awesome. All right, let's move on to the next one.
So this is yet another camera. So I'll give you some nice ASMR with some stuff rustling in here.
Awesome, we're going to need to keep that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another remote.
So those remotes are great as well. We didn't mention it with the last one, but with the remotes you can actually control the cameras as well. So if you don't have something like a controller, you can actually guide it with the remote. It's got everything like the zooms, zoom, focus, color balancing and that kind of stuff built into it. So
yep. Awesome.
Makes it easy. There you go.
Awesome. So this is our bad boy, the big one. I'll take this out as well. All right, so here we have our... Yeah, that's nice. Okay, do that. So here we have our AV 510 AS20 ST. This has like a superb high definition 1080p finish, going up to 60 FPS. Unlike the other one that sits about 30.
Yeah.
So this one goes all the way up to 60. It gives you that nice smooth pan across without having any glitches in between.
Nice. What would you say would be the big difference between these two specifically?
I mean, apart from the look, as you can tell, they look slightly different. You have more selected outputs at the back. So you can output to more places through here, through the SDIs.
Yep, so this one's got SDI, HDMI, LAN and USB, I believe.
Yep.
So the big difference between this as well is the SDI itself and being able to use that to run into higher sort of professional grade encoders and things.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose the biggest difference is the zoom. It's this goes up to, or it comes in from a 5 to a 30 times zoom, but this specifically is 20 because we're not. What did you say before? We're not looking at things 5Ks away, so we don't need 30 times zoom.
Exactly.
But yeah, that and also has a shorter angle, so a tighter angle. It's only 54 degrees, opposed to the 83 of the other one,
I believe.
Yeah.
So really wide shot, really close up shot. Having that 20 times zoom, it's really good for, again, if you take panelists for instance. Say if you had this locked off in the middle, you can have this on single people or podium. You can put this at the back of the room and you won't have any drop in quality or resolution, that kind of thing. 1080p at 60 FPS. As crisp as you get.
That's awesome.
4K is a bit overkill in my opinion in these days, but yeah. What more could you want?
And these go. We do. We do on location setups sometimes, and these are extremely handy, like we said, for not having to run across the whole room. But half the time you have people watching you instead of watching the presentation or the show, and that distracts the viewer by running across the crowd to try and change the camera angle. So this, they don't notice anything, and their attention is fully on the presentation at the time. So that's a big difference to having your standard set in place cameras. Right.
So we've got yet another one of these. I'll save you the pleasure of unboxing this. It's the exact same copy as the 20 that you saw here. So once again, same stats, 60 FPS at 1080p. It comes in HDMI, SDI, and USB outputs.
USB.
So once you have these cameras and you don't want to use the remote for every single one, need to grab something like this. So this is actually a Ptz camera controller. So Ptz, for those who don't know, is your pan, tilt and zoom. So of course that would be your tilts, your pans and your zooming.
Zooming it out. Yep.
So what is the nicest thing about this when you need to control something like a PTNZ?
The nicest thing? I mean, far out. There's some really cool things about this controller specifically. For instance, I mean, we only have 3 cameras here today, but let's say you wanted, you had 50 camera angles. This unit itself can take up to 255 cameras at one time.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's massive.
Yeah. I don't know what compound you're filming at.
Don't know what big brother you're trying to film here, but yeah, exactly.
255 cameras. Bit overkill. This ain't Alcatraz.
Right, we'll take this beast out.
So going back to the PTZ, the thing I was trying to bait out from Josh is the 4D joystick.
Ah.
So having something that's controlled with a pan, a tilt and zoom, having a 4D joystick where you can do all of them just in the single control is super, super comfortable. So you don't have to again go worry about buttons. Oh, am I zooming here too fast, too quick?
Yep.
Do I need to quickly set these kinds of things? It's all in the joystick, makes it super easy.
Awesome. So this one runs over the network protocols, connects via LAN to all of these cameras here, as you can see. So the joystick also, it uses the zoom speed from twisting, and you can pan left and right, up and down. It has an autofocus function. Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, so say for instance you were to film in Alcatraz and you did have 255 different cameras, the last thing you want to be doing is going, yep, I need to set the autofocus for this, and now I need to set the white balance this. Cool, that one's done. Now I've got to go spend 5 minutes and do this camera, 5 minutes for each camera. You're going to be there for days. So for me personally, the nicest thing about this is actually having the autofocus and the auto white balance controls on here. So by having those, you can just literally go plug in things and go click, click, click. Everything's set, good to go. Don't have to worry about them again. If something was to go wrong, so you had a drop out in the camera, it reconnects 5 seconds later. Click the buttons again, everything's set again. So
that's amazing. And I do know with this this unit itself as well, it has the preset button, so you can preset your angles, your camera angles in to the selected buttons here, and then you can recall them up at any stage you want. So instead of having to say you had a definite position on a podium that you wanted to get, but you ended up panning across to follow that speaker back to his chair or something, or her chair rather, you can instantly press call and it recalls that position back to where it was, wherever you preset it. And that's outstanding. That saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it doesn't just do the pan and the tilt, but it actually also does the zooms. So it's great for, like you said, snapping off, just going left, right.
Auto zoom back in with auto focus, auto white balance, all at the same time.
Yeah.
It's going to take our productions to the next level. So
that pretty much sums us up for today. So with these new ones, our stream should be, like you said, going off the charts. If you want to catch more or get a bit more information about this, feel free to go look up the, what do you call it, the Minrray?
It's a Minrray, Minrray system.
Go look up the Minrray systems. If not, check out the description below. If you've got any comments or any questions for us, feel free to leave them below as well.
Yep, like and subscribe.
Subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later.
Cheers, guys.